Base review number 24, we're going to be talking about I Am Legend. This isn't the Will Smith movie, we're going to be talking about the book today. So listen up, sit down, and I'm going to give you the synopsis. So, just like the movie, the book starts off as a man, his name is Neville, deals with a post-apocalyptic world. He faces utter isolation against a herd of vampires slash undead. They are bulletproof. They do not like coming out during the day, but then come and try to break down his house every night. And unlike the movie, they actually can talk to him, and every night he has to drink himself to sleep because of hearing their voices of promises, of females trying to seduce him, of men trying to talk to him and be his friend, of them trying to give them all these empty promises as they still try to eat him and devour him. Now he's become very capable, and he actually gets really good at killing these vampires. He hunts them during the day. He kills lots of them. I think almost like a couple thousand. He hunts them, he stabs them, and he ends up studying them, right? He ends up studying the disease, the bacteria that they are caused by, why it doesn't like garlic, why it doesn't like sunlight, why they're afraid of their own mirror. And the story does take a turn when he ends up trying to save a dog, and then it dies. He's distraught. Lots of flashback in between there too, of him and his daughter and his wife, how they face a gruesome death as well. Also plays into a part of his depression, his isolationism, and his loneliness and depression. Then the climax of the book, he ends up seeing a girl in the daytime. Not knowing whether or not to trust her, he then brings her back, saves her, brings her back to health. They have a romantic kiss where they end up, being attracted to each other. And then he ends up trying to test her. Well, she ends up knocking him out. He wakes up finding a note saying that she was a vampire sent to spy on him, and that they're going to be coming real soon. He ends up getting his door broken down by a bunch of intelligent vampires. Not the ones that he was actually fighting, the undead ones, but the ones that were infected and alive when the disease came in. Super smart. They break down the door. They capture him. He then wakes up in a cell where he learns a little bit about what's going to happen to him. They're going to publicly execute him in their new society that they're building. He ends up learning that his vampires, the vampires that are the smart ones, they're going to come back. They're going to create a society. And just like how vampires were legends for people, he is going to eventually become a legend to the vampire society. Title of the book, I Am Legend. This was a real doozy of a book. I actually really liked it, and this book is thematic. It oozes angst. It oozes horrors, and it's that Ubermensch-esque of fighting the bad fight, or fighting the fight that you can't win, right? This brings me back to Guts mentality. Think of Guts from Berserk, or even Batman, right? What a one man can do when you just have nothing but your willpower and your intellect and your drive to succeed. And that was very inspiring in this book. I liked it. Now, is this book going to change my life, right? Who is this book for? This book is for people that love a good horror story. They want to maybe feel some emotions when it comes to the impossible odds against, fighting a losing battle, determination, inspiration in the, bravery in the face of defeat. And the horror aspects were really good in this as well. Very descriptive, disgusting descriptions as well, scenes of horror in there as well. I'm going to give this book a 7.4 out of 10. Definitely gets a good read. I think it should be a classic. They made a film out of it, so definitely could teach you a couple things about the story of inspiration, and I definitely think it's a good read, especially for those that are trying to delve into the arts and what it means to be a man. So again, this was maybe not the most truthful book that I think that could break you out of the scene, the game that we have today. But the traits, the temptations, the fighting with your own will, that's based. And that's what this channel is all about. We're, fight the base fight. Fight when you don't have anything else but right here. This is the brain, and this is why I'm doing this. I'm trying to train my brain and trying to describe and share my thoughts on what these books are. So give a like, give a share, give a comment, recommend any other books. I'm ready to hear it. So Thank you once again. This is Base Review number 24 out.